love you! Welcome to this event, and let's see, this doesn't work right away.
Amazing, perfect. I'll just be doing this instead. So, first and foremost, welcome to this event. And it's so amazing to see so many people here in Guthenburg for a value-packed evening. Guys, have you guys...
Maybe here, and we have one left side and one right side. Do you want the right side?
Guys, right side! Are you ready?
We are better, right?
Left side!
Left side!
Let's go!
Left side again, come on! Nice, okay.
Hey, we got a lot of energy right here. And before we're getting started, we got a huge announcement to drop here.
Okay, so today we pop the P2K. So you know who you are. You can just come up to us. Come up on the stage. Schedule, okay? So, Hannes, what's your P5 date?
Hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing amazing. Team event that we're gonna host tonight. And understand this, events create a huge shift in my life. And I know for a fact when you guys will be listening to all of these speakers coming up on stage, really pay attention to what they're gonna say. Because one single sentence, give it up for Jay!
And now we're here in the flesh. Check this out. I've been here for less than like 2 hours and I already learned Who Mardu. And I learned Ja got hungry. Let's go. You guys can take a seat. Let's dive into it today. Hey, I'm so honored and grateful to be here. Honestly, we love you. I love you.
I love you! Bro!
I don't know, man. The energy already in Sweden is to yourself, okay? This isn't about your success. It's about other people's success. And if you learn while they learn, you can achieve that goal together. Don't ever be the person that stopped someone else from learning because you were too selfish and trying to get to your profits before you got them to theirs. And I realized that early on. I realized that when one, I didn't have money to trade with, so I needed to build a business so I can generate that residual income and then use that income to trade with, but also people inside of my organization, people inside of my team. They were getting started and I wanted to be able to help them. So I started learning a little bit about trading, but I really didn't take it serious until about 2.5 years in. I've also done content creation for about 8 years, and then I got into trading once I hit chairman. Some of you guys didn't know that. I was building first, then I hit chairman, and that's why I created a 5-step system that's made to be able to duplicate with and help other people get to results simply. But I want you guys to imagine this. I've been in the game now for about 6 years, okay? I've blown over 26. An ad was just text, and it was like, if you want to learn how to build an online business, respond to this post. One of those really scammy words. You know, you've seen it before. But it worked for like a couple months, and one of the people that responded to that ad was this woman up here named Kay James. Now, when she jumped on the call, it was her and her husband. And they jumped on the call and asked her what she did for a living. You know, I'm getting to know her like you do with anyone. And she tells me she's a lawyer, a litigator. She owns a law firm. At the time, I was Platinum 2000. And I was like, wow, a lawyer? Dropped out my senior year. Don't recommend it for people that are really close to finishing. But my heart wasn't in it. And I had to listen to my heart. And I went in a different direction. And I remember telling my mom, I was going to school to be a doctor, by the way, so, you know, she was excited. My son's going to be a doctor, introducing me to people. He's going to be a doctor, right? And then I'm like, I'm not going to be a doctor. So she felt really bad. And she kept pushing me, you know, parents, right? They want the best for you. She kept pushing me, and I'm like, Mom, I'm going to trade. Oh, she's like, oh my gosh. We risked everything to come here. I spent money on your school, right? I provided for you, and this is what you're gonna do? You might as well be a manager at McDonald's, because at least then you have a guaranteed paycheck. You're not gonna have a guaranteed paycheck as a trader, and you're gonna lose everything. Right? Have you guys, you can picture this? You've heard this before, maybe something similar? And I was like, damn, maybe I should go work at McDonald's. Nah, I'm gonna try this. Blue account. But I realized I'm gonna do something for the rest of my life regardless. You are too. You walk out this room and you decide not to learn skill sets online, to not be a business owner, to not challenge yourself, you're gonna go work somewhere. You're gonna go do something for money. Can that something provide what this can provide you in the next 10 years? If I go to my boss at my old job and say, hey, can you show me how to make $1 million? They're gonna say, no, there's no way to make $1 million here unless you're the CEO. But I found a community of, when I go up to people and ask them that have done it, can you show me how to hit Chairman 250? What do they say?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, we have a whole series of videos. Actually, you can come to this event. Actually, you can be around me. You can get that proximity. And for the first time in my life, I had access to a roadmap to show me where it is that I wanted to go. So I made the decision, and each and every single one of you here tonight need to make the decision, are you going to stick this out? Because only then it will be worth it. It's not worth it if you're here for a year. It's not worth it if you're here for 2 years. It's worth it when you're here for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We helped this company get to a multi-billion-dollar company. Make some noise, Sweden, if you believe it. So you gotta make that decision. I teach a strategy that was built out of my fires. It was forged out of my failures. Pain, like blown accounts, 26 blown accounts, okay? I almost broke my laptop at one point, wanted to punch my TV, got mad at my dog. Like all of it, right? I've been through all of it. And the reason why that I kept losing wasn't because the education doesn't work. It wasn't because the strategies didn't work. It was because I didn't have a rubric. I didn't have a rule book. I didn't have a checklist. I didn't have a system of operations. I was walking on a plane and I look over at the pilot. The pilot's filling out a piece of paper. I'm like, what the heck is that pilot doing? I hope he's not like a first-time pilot. Because if I'm flying for the first time with him, I'm scared. So I look up on Google, pilot checklist, pilot filling out form, and I found out that pilots all around the world, before they take off, because their cargo is so precious, 200 people on board, they have a checklist that is so stupid that you would laugh, but it prevents them from making errors when things get comfortable. Remember the first time? Okay, so I'm looking at US 30. You guys know indices? A little bit? Okay, US 30 kind of moves fast like gold and not. So we're looking at US 30. This is a morning session. And I'm like, guys, that black line is resistance. When the market breaks above that black line, and we get that 1 minute candle confirmation after impulse. Okay, so impulse gave it to us. We're going to be entering a buy, and that's our first target area. So this first minute candle close, the market starts shooting up. 5 minute candle, you see it. We already entered right here off that 1 minute candle that already closed. And the market goes up 150 pips within 10 minutes to our first target area. Okay? This is live on my session. Now, every session on their live setups like this, no, I'm not a genie in a bottle. Okay? I have control.
Because I had in entrepreneurship, I was always giving responsibility to other people. But one day, in 2015, I really decided for myself, this can't be it. I need to really change something inside of me to change my outer world, and I really did. But
then it should be really something you really love to do. But from a financial standpoint, it was not the smartest decision for me. And we need to talk about our future, right? I'm not talking in general, I talk also about you right now, in your position where you are right now, to just see about the options you truly have. So I was thinking, okay, that's maybe not it, right? So let's go to the next slide. Yeah, also engineers, they earn maybe 100K and something like that, but still, you need to do a work for the rest of your life, invest a lot of time, and most of our generation, they want to have, an online business, travel the world, have the freedom, and I just realized for myself, okay, this will not work out, right? It's just basically avoiding the weeks and just living from weekend to weekend, and I will not be really happy with it. I don't know if you see it like me, but I really want to have that. I really want to enjoy the life, what we have, and I don't want to waste it with something I don't like to do. Because freedom for me is not only doing what I love to do, freedom is also if I don't have to do anymore what I don't like to do, right? So from a financial standpoint, I was just comparing my options. So let's go directly to the next slide, please. Yeah, so I was just seeing, okay, what are the options, what's going on in this world, right? And I think the last years we all realized that the world changes from an offline world to an online world. And the market where IM Academy is positioned is insane, right? Because, let's just check, okay, it's also not working anyway. You know, yeah, sometimes things go wrong, it's not bad. So e-learning is the biggest option. You know, our generation is the first generation who actually can make money online. Do you realize that? And we're the first generation really who can get knowledge basically everywhere on the world and do something out of it. And the IM Academy started already 10 years ago in that area. And that's why I think from an entrepreneurial standpoint it makes completely sense to build up this company, because just think about it, where we already are, you know, in the 10th year anniversary what we have right now, and where we are going to. And I think from an entrepreneurial standpoint you need to ask yourself, is there a need for what we do? Is there a need for what we offer? And right now in that world there's not many people like us. What we can do for people is amazing, it's insane, right? We can really change people's life with a decision. That's just amazing. So let's go directly to the next slide. We need to speed a little bit up, more slides. Can you just continue? Yeah, that's just some facts about e-learning, that this market will be massively in the next years. You know, do your own research if you really want to understand all the points. But I mean, it will be one of the biggest markets. Most universities expect more revenue out of, you know, their websites than physically from their schools. So this just leads us to the conclusion that if people all over the world needs financial education, needs education online, needs education about social media, who will succeed? Of course, the company who is the longest already in the game, and that's IM Academy for 10 years now. So that's just about positioning, right? So let's go directly to the next slide, please. Okay, IM Academy. Let's speed up a little bit. So we just see some numbers, you know, what I just like to see. We started really early, right, and we rise as a company. Of course, we have also ups and downs, but I really think we are the #1 educational company, right, in our industry. And the reason for that is not only because we have the best leadership, that's true, right? It's not only because we have the best service and products. I think the biggest driving force behind